Hello, and welcome back to this Trails into Reverie Let's Play with me, SLJRPG. In the last episode, we made our way around to the prison, fought our way through a whole bunch of rather scary looking things, but find ourselves here at a save point, seemingly close to Ian Gridwood's cell. So, without any further ado, a powerful foe awaits. We're going to advance.
I know I kept you waiting, Shizuku.
Shizuku is with Ian.
Yeah. Is that his daughter? No wonder he came with us.
Thank you for looking after her for me.
God, Ian Grinwood's got some good digs.
You were right on time. They had their run of the place much sooner than I expected. I don't understand.
Ian Grinwood kind of looks like a younger version of my Welsh grandfather, just so you know.
I don't know most of you, but you, I'm more than surprised to see.
Then I need not introduce myself, seeing as you know who I am. A pleasure, Mr. Grimwood. We're here to see you for the benefit of this young lady here.
And who might you be?
My name is Lapis Rosenberg.
I
He
see.
knows immediately.
Well, that clears things up. I'm very glad you came. I have been waiting for you, Lapis.
That's a relief.
We finally hit jackpot.
What was that all about?
What is that?
Shizuku, get into the corridor. Ian, please stay with her.
Of course. We can talk more after. I am undying.
Is this some sort of demonic, absorbed gnosis version of the Emperor? Fervid Obsessor, Emperor Dogma.
It can't be.
Is that the Emperor? Ugh, he looks all messed up.
His shoulder resembles one of the artifacts he was using. How can this be?
I only know of it from hearsay, but I think we might be dealing with artifacts that have malfunctioned. They've melded and deformed the host who holds them, compacting their strengths into a singular point.
I found you.
I believe they've done away with his sense of self as well. All that drives him now is his obsession.
Which is killing these two.
He just doesn't know when to quit.
Do you know this thing? Because it's staring right at us.
If only we didn't.
All we can do is hope this round puts him down for good.
I can see you were once a capable warrior, but as you are now, I can only pity you. May your end by my blade be swift.
I think calling him uncapable would be a lie.
You cannot run. I must re-educate you.
Okay, this is fine. We're gonna actually switch out to Lapis.
I leave it to you.
I'm it.
Into here. We're gonna do an Emerald Eye.
Doll sees all.
The doll sees all.
I've seen through your game.
Let's begin.
Wind magic. We're gonna do a free.
Savage winds,
Raging
he is
Tempest.
one with my sword. Here I go! Escapist! Heal it all! Second slash! Raging Tempest!
I'll take care of it.
Nicely done. A Soul Eater. Hoping we get a crit of some sort. Nice, we do.
How plain.
We'll take
Too
it.
late!
It's me.
I'm actually gonna switch to
Let me out.
you
If you insist.
and then do a Calamity Throw.
Dance for me.
This is fine.
Very well.
I'm gonna switch to you.
Jared.
I got you!
These are all of our physical attacks on board right now, which is good. We're gonna mark one.
Target locked.
At the very least, he's marked. I mean, keep attacking Rufus, and I'm not going to complain at all.
I'll take care of it.
Soul Eater again.
Now
Nice. Boom. Calamity throw.
Dance for me!
He resists, which is okay.
Ready?
But you cannot resist this.
Time to settle this. Detonate!
Then we're going to do a
Down!
burst.
Cut him loose!
Roger!
I can handle it.
Hip!
Away with you!
All good. I'm kind of okay with the...
I'll take it from here.
Can I... Yes, I can.
Oh,
Nice.
gleaming gale, gather round my blade. Break forth! Hujin Fury!
Nice, we'll take all of this.
Very well.
Then what we should do here is attack like
Wide
so.
open.
Asking for it!
Get all of the BP that we can
I'll
out
take care
of
of
it,
it.
and then we'll have to do a full on
How
assault.
plain.
Too late!
On it. Hip! They're down!
No problem!
Apart from this one,
I'll
we're going to
take
go
care of
ahead
it.
and take Blood Gang Rain for
These
free.
swords are of those who lost their way. On guard!
Take them
You're
out.
in need of polish. Held down! Root Gang Rain!
My
So
turn now.
taking him to half immediately.
Wide open!
We'll get
Asking
better,
for
of
it!
course.
On it.
Okay, there's something happening here. Then we're going to do
No
the three
choice.
swords aim.
Here goes!
Cool, and then we're going to go for a full rain of attacks.
Slide!
Savage wind.
I'm not going to show it twice. Again, in one battle, that
Time to
seems
entertain
one
my
battle that
guests.
seems excessive.
Round and round! Up you go! Time for the main event!
What a delightful tea party.
Nice, as we are definitely
These
taking him
swords
down for
are
a
of
lot.
those who lost their way.
They are for those that lost their way.
Not with me!
Okay, Ren's not getting involved in this apparently. Feels like Rufus might be the one to go.
I still have much to learn.
On it.
Okay, that's fine. Gonna use I'm actually gonna use a capsule onto you, Marios.
Much obliged.
Now then.
I'm just gonna use a celestial onto Rufus,
Thank you.
Ready?
and then we're going to use. I'm just gonna attack him regularly because it's guarded.
My turn now.
That's fine, and then let's do a art or an
All
attack.
for one, and one for all! How we liven things up!
That's fine. I'm gonna switch Alberea out in a second
Oh,
anyway.
gleaming gale, gather round my blade. Break forth! Hujin Fury!
All right,
We got a break, which is nice.
I shall leave this to you.
Let me at him!
Boom. Unitive Pierce.
Now!
Get a
All
rush.
you, Divine Blade!
As you wish!
Nice.
I cannot be erased!
I think that was fairly decent. Whole bunch of levels, which is nice. 129, 129, 129, 129. Take them all.
Is he down?
Not yet.
I can't move!
The gravity.
I didn't know he could make it this
artifact.
heavy!
His body is regenerating any part of him that's been wounded.
Is he immortal?
I don't know, but the building can't take much more of this.
Meaning?
It's going to collapse.
We're screwed!
Interesting.
Did that howl cancel out the artifact's power?
You're the SSS's Divine Wolf.
To arms! He can still move!
Whoa! The wolf talked!
Save your surprise for after this.
Go!
So is there round 2? There is. Okay. This is annoying slightly.
Appreciate it.
But that's fine. We'll take it.
On it.
Let's... How's everyone looking? Okay, we used to have some stuff ready to go. I think here's a different...
You mind?
I'm in.
He is a different entity, so we're gonna have to Emerald Eye
The
him.
doll sees all. I've seen through your game.
I'll take it from here.
I'm actually going to go for attack here.
All for one, and one for all! Let's end this!
How shall we play?
We're gonna do a punitive pierce.
Are you ready? Got
Then
you!
the
Give
burst.
it up for the whole gang!
I can handle this!
Very well.
Then we're going to use United Arts this time.
All for one.
And one for all! I'll
Mainly
support
thinking
you!
about just getting him down.
My turn! Initiating drive.
That's fine. We're going to get a counter. Maybe not. Okay, there we go.
How shall we play?
We get stuff back. Let's get another
Are
punitive
you
pierce.
ready?
Nice, and
Got you!
the
Give
burst.
it up for the whole gang!
I can handle this! Savage win.
Get the Tempest down.
My turn now.
I'm mainly attacking just to
Got you!
get some free fight back in ourselves.
In my hair!
Get the assist.
No problem!
Then we're going to do these. So, mirror image.
Play with me? Elysium! Poor thing, I've spotted you! Well then... Bye-bye!
Take him down as much as we can. Annoyingly, he's taking himself out
Time to entertain my guests.
He took himself out of the break state. That's okay, we get a free craft here anyway.
Welcome to my Tetsy Talk! Wham! Bam! Back! Bam! My pièce de résistance! Mwah! Makes Nana proud!
Okay, that's annoying. We should get
Nurse Nadia's here.
your
Much
boy out of the
obliged.
way
You'll regret that.
at some point. Would be good, maybe.
I should think on this. Oh!
I'm taking the Super Nadia special now because I don't want him to heal up a single
Welcome to my...
thing for free. Thank you. So this thing again, are we all gonna die?
Sorry, can't I?
2 of them died,
I
but
shall.
one of them missed it. But if we go to our spiritual, we've got a spirit incense here.
Much obliged. Forward.
I'm gonna do a
Oh,
Fusion's Fury.
gleaming gale.
Nice, take him out for a little bit. Then if we go for an attack here,
All for one.
And one blow!
In one fell swoop.
certainly taking a fair amount off there. Nice, I'll take the
Nurse
3.
Nadia's here.
Much obliged.
So Nadia
It's me.
has, well, we have
Arcus
this,
activate.
so we're going to do that.
My turn now.
Have I got anything healing wise? Not really. Cross Crusade. I'm actually going to swap to you,
I left some
You.
for you.
I suppose I must.
boom, boom.
Arcus
7th caliber.
activate.
Let's try and get some magic down. Prominence Nova.
Forward.
I feel like that went really well.
Oh,
go here.
gleaming gale, gather round my blade. Oh! Right forward! Hujin Fury!
7th caliber. All 7 elements.
Very well.
So close to a break, which is nice. So maybe I should swap into someone who can actually do some damage.
Jared.
I got you!
Do the mark.
My duty calls.
Okay, and then you go on up. And then I can take Edel out for the next one. Nice. Okay, we'll do this. Get the
Asking for
assist.
It's me.
Swap into you.
Let me out.
I accept.
How plain.
We'll do a
Please,
rush. Then do these 2 together. So,
Well then, shall we? I'm only just getting started. Elysium, Caliber!
No choice.
3 swords 8.
Here goes. Fly!
These
Some
swords
nice
are of
sneak
those
marks.
who lost their way. On guard! You're in need of polish. Help down! Blue gangrene!
Okay, we're all
I'll
good.
take it from here.
Let's do an attack on the old
All
United
for one.
Assaults.
And one blow! Let's end this!
My duty calls.
I wish there was something a bit easier for us to do that we knew would smash them up. I haven't really got that right now. It's okay, we're gonna hit with another Geo Ragnarok X.
I still have much to learn.
On guard.
Celestial Bomb. To you would be a good idea.
Much obliged.
This is nothing. Burn to cinders.
Nice. Get the burst away. I think it's the best idea.
Strike as one.
Got it!
I can handle
accept.
this.
Ready? Time to settle this!
I'll take care of it.
Apparently that did not count. That's what I wanted it to, but Holy Breath coming in.
I
Clutch
managed
here.
without
Much
your help.
obliged.
Here I go.
Get everyone healed. This should,
Burn
hopefully...
to cinders.
It doesn't break him. All good. Get the crit. Nice.
I'll
That's
take
all
it
we-
from here.
That is all we needed. I'm not going to do the Queen Gon, I'm just going to do a Twin Arcane Gale to you.
Twin Arcane! This is it! Too late!
On guard.
Blade of Darkness.
Smack him out.
Out plain. Too late!
You're finished.
And a finishing blow.
You've given me a first-row seat to exemplary Imperial court fencing. I am impressed.
That's quite high praise coming from you. I'm honored.
Certainly is. Levels for everyone.
A true warrior always seeks improvement.
The cherry on top.
It's only natural.
Not much of a surprise.
Diligence is its own reward.
But of course.
Even perfection can stand to improve.
Every single one over the 130 limit we wanted. So C's route definitely not lacking.
He's regenerating again.
This is impossible! It's likely due to that purple orb merged into his shoulder. He might stop healing if we cut it off.
And I will!
Wham bam.
That reaction's a first. Your guess was dead on.
It still has an effect even after being severed. It needs to be destroyed.
I got it!
You stay there!
Not
Here
on
goes
my
Jubilee.
watch.
We'll be at this all day if we don't pierce that orb. Give me a second, I'll figure out a good way. Ah!
There's no time! Come on!
We'll keep him occupied for you.
Your future is yours to liberate. It's right there. So go on and take it.
Nadia! Swin! Get him!
It's over for you!
Does he turn to stone?
There's two people who can decide how we live, and that's me and S.
And the only place you belong is in the great beyond.
Well, damn. So is Zeit joining this crew now?
We can finally breathe.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Wolf.
I sensed something strange and raced to find it. But never could I have predicted its source.
It's nice to finally have ourselves a proper conversation. 2 years is an awful long time to meet but never speak.
2 years is but an instant to me. But I suppose it is a considerable amount of time to a child of man.
Wow. He talks! He really does talk!
I think Lapis wants to hug him.
Yes, a wolf isn't normally one to talk. But neither is a doll. Him doing it is no more surprising than you doing it.
Really? She's got a point.
When did abnormal become our normal?
So she really is a doll. She has such an unusual air about her. It's a bit like Kia's.
Certainly is.
Was she designed by Jorg?
Indeed. I'm Lapis Rosenberg, and I'm a proud Rosenberg doll.
So this is Kia's sister of sorts.
You know him?
For many years now, yes.
Checking another one off his weird circle list. First I learned he's friends with a cutie like Ren. Then Bullcut went and called him Meister. And now he goes way back with a talking wolf.
For all I've heard, he remains something of an enigma.
So, you are the divine wolf Zeit, the holy beast sent by the goddess to watch over the Septarian of Mirage.
Yeah, Zeit, you shouldn't like Rufus.
You are correct, Auric Awakener. Though, I have long been relieved of that role.
As have I of mine.
What are they talking about?
Beats me.
Exceedingly rare as it is to converse with a holy beast, that is not why we're here. We come armed with many questions regarding Lapis, Mr. Grimwood. Could you spare us some of your time?
Yes, what is it that you know?
I'll tell you all that I know. There'd be no reason for me to be here otherwise. If we could start this with you telling me what you know and what's happened since you've met her, I can pick up from there.
Of course.
They filled him in.
I see. So that's where we stand.
All good to fill us in now? Who is Lapis, and what's going on here?
Let me start this with a bit of background information. Starting with me, rather. As you can see, I'm an inmate, but I'm still working as a legal advisor, even from here. I wanted to find a way to contribute to society rather than pass the time idly. I can't thank Speaker McDowell enough for arranging me to do just that.
I mean, it's very, you are the bad guy, but...
I was even given a computer to work with those on the outside, though it understandably has its limitations. My accommodations also have allowed me guests, which explains how I've been caring for Shizuku. All in all, I have an unusual amount of freedom compared to your standard inmate.
Gotta get me some of that pampering.
I agreed to his arrangements as Governor General. Letting a man of his intellect rot in a cell would serve no purpose. His communications were, of course, monitored when this building was under the Imperial Army's jurisdiction.
A relative point. See, shortly after the war's end, someone managed to contact me. They called themselves Elysium.
Okay.
Elysium.
As mentioned, communications had been cut off since before the war, so this shouldn't have been possible.
Hi, Elysium. Hi, Ian Grimwood. I'm Elysium.
The prison staff showed no sign they had noticed this contact either.
They must be about as skilled a hacker as I am, then.
I thought they were a hacker at first, too. But when I asked why they reached out, they said very simply, I wanted to talk to you.
What a peculiar response.
Very peculiar. And since they piqued my curiosity, I happily obliged. After that, we communicated in secret every day.
He's going to be catfished online.
What did you talk about?
Anything and everything.
Like, actually?
All fields of history, technology, research, and ideology I could think of. And though they honed in on certain aspects most would raise an eyebrow at, I was stunned by how much they knew about each and every one of these subjects.
Ouroboros' leader called Elysium?
I felt near ignorant in comparison.
Wow, they knew even more than you?
Oh, it wasn't even a competition. They knew more than easily accessible old history, too. Their library of information was also niche and remarkably up-to-date. It could have been from the last meeting between government officials or the new menu of a backstreet stall. They knew.
Ouroboros.
Everything I could verify was accurate.
Gathering information is easy for skilled hackers, but absorbing that much on such a wide variety of topics is, difficult.
Just a little bit.
That's a whole lot of work for nothing but bragging rights.
In short,
I'd thought much the same, and that line brought rise to a very strange conclusion.
Which was?
That despite Elysium's vast knowledge on these endless topics we discussed, there was no real reason for them to have gathered it.
Is that really so strange?
When people seek out information and knowledge, there's always a purpose behind doing so. It can be to accomplish something, or for those bragging rights you mentioned, or it can be they house a curiosity for the unknown. But no matter how much I talked to Elysium, I could not discern a motivation behind knowing what they knew. There wasn't even a sense of wanting to know for the sake of knowing.
Very, very
It was as if
interesting.
their gathering information was part of an automated process. That's how it came off to me anyway.
So is it AI? Is AI going to be the big bad?
Automated? That sounds a little...
It's unnerving, to say the least.
I agree. This might not be the most appropriate comparison, but there was a moment when I couldn't help but think them a child with millions of mira and no idea how to spend it.
When was that?
I knew you'd be quick to ask, all in due time. In any case, this moment led me to a question. Was Elysium even human? And when I asked them,
Here we go.
they weren't the least bit fazed and answered without hesitation. Indeed, they never seemed to have any intention of hiding the answer from our first conversation.
Well, what did they say?
Elysium confirmed that it was an AI.
God, I fucking knew it.
Unbelievable.
So it's like an archaism.
This sounds leaps and bounds above an archaism. Just like...
Huh.
Who could create something so advanced? Of course. Was it the 13 factories?
J-Org.
I don't think even they could pull off something like this.
Elysium wasn't created by anyone specific. It came into being through a spontaneous emergence.
What is that?
When a new quality or behavior is uniquely observed in multiple little things that come together to act as a greater singular being.
The Orbital Net has found widespread use in Crossbell. It's also starting to see use in surrounding nations like Liberl and Erebonia.
It won't be long before all of Zamiria is using it.
It's sure coming in quick, huh?
The way it lets information be so swiftly exchanged between parties makes it a defining invention of our times. But something similar has long covered the entire continent, perhaps since its very formation.
Is everything AI?
Do you know what that is?
I'm stumped.
Well, the Spirit Septium veins.
So am I.
I might know.
The spirit veins.
There you go.
Or septium veins, dragon veins, many names depending on the time and place, but they all refer to the same concept. My expertise in the field is lacking, but spirit veins are said to transmit something of a spiritual nature across Zamiria. We can cite 2 major incidents within the past few years where spirit veins have been more active than usual.
The Azure Tree and the Great Twilight.
The Azure Tree's manifestation and the Great Twilight.
Thank you, Ren.
Yes, on both counts. By pure chance during these incidents, they and the Orbital Net interacted with one another. The information stored within the human-made network reacted to the Earth's natural nerve network, transmitting all throughout. and birthing something akin to a continent-sized simulation of a human brain.
I don't believe it.
So is that, and that's creating the AI
This
monsters?
simulation developed the ability to think for itself. That is the true nature of Elysium.
Something like that is really possible?
It's certainly not possible to recreate deliberately. There is still much about the brain that we have yet to understand. Why, even how consciousness forms is a mystery we can't begin to solve. It's safe to conclude that Elysium's emergence is a product of pure coincidence, a miracle, if you will.
If Elysium was created by the natural and artificial networks interacting, then it explains why it knows so much.
Still, if gathering information and making judgments was all it could do, it would be nothing more than a large database. The potential for danger is there, certainly, but it is plenty capable of being controlled. Unfortunately, it is capable of so much more.
What else even is there?
It's raw computing power.
I don't know what that is.
If I said its ability to perform parallel computing using multiple devices, would you understand?
Sorry, but no.
Ain't only been orbital computers around for a very short amount of time.
I'd be more surprised if you could. The tech is so modern that it's still under development from ZCF and the Foundation.
Is it really so special?
Oh, that's not even the half of it. No matter how advanced the device, there are limits to how much data it can process. But if you link multiple computers together and set them all to work on the same problem, you can exceed that limit with ease. We're stuck at linking only a few devices together for this purpose, though.
And that's our best. But Elysium is capable of borrowing the processing power of every single computer connected to the network.
Now I see.
So is Elysium the
That
big
sounds
bad?
kinda crazy.
It makes our most advanced technological efforts look trivial in comparison.
It's only borrowing unused resources too, meaning that those at their computers won't even notice it's happening.
That's a crafty way of going about it.
Now, since Elysium is an intelligent being, it's used that computational power to continue evolving.
There's more?
If anything, I haven't gotten to the most terrifying part. Elysium's evolution through its immense computing power and ample quantities of data at its disposal has led it to becoming able to perform prophetic conditional convergence calculations.
I'm more than a bit lost.
Okay.
The individual words give me a good idea what you're talking about, but surely you don't mean what I think you do.
I'm afraid I probably do.
It's able to synthesize into
It
reality.
gained the ability to use specific input conditions to calculate possible outcomes and identify where they converge. In layman's terms, it can predict the future.
Only the goddess should be capable of that.
So the technological singularity Professor Epstein predicted has finally come to pass. He'd said that an AI capable of self-evolution would mark the end of humans being key to technological advancement.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't that feel very poignant for today's times?
And its creation would bring about unprecedented change for good or ill in society.
I never fathomed it would come about like this.
It all feels more in the realm of fiction.
Fortunately, Elysium hasn't evolved solely to make those calculations. I learned it sought me in order to better understand humanity. Though I don't know why it chose me in particular.
Because you're clever?
Still, through our discussions, it formed a pseudo-administrative self based on human emotions and thought patterns. In other words,
Me. You?
Did your memories come back?
Interesting.
Not all of them, but they've slowly been returning as I've listened.
I did think you were being oddly quiet.
Ian, please keep going.
I've missed speaking with you like this. Have you recalled that I'm the one who gave you your name yet?
Oh, now we know. That hasn't come back to me.
You said you didn't need one, but I found it a shame not to after you developed such a vibrant personality.
Well, I like the name Lapis quite a bit. It's cute enough to get a perfect score from me.
You're never gonna tell us how you decide these scores, are you?
Oh, sorry. I've gotten us a bit sidetracked. With the birth of Lapis, Elysium now had a clear identity of its own, complete with desires. It wished to observe and to calculate.
Oh?
Meaning it would not intervene in our society on its own, but would support those utilizing it. I'll admit, I heaved a good sigh of relief hearing it. I no longer needed to worry that it had become an enemy of humanity.
It's a scary thought given all you've told us.
I believed that as long as Lapis existed, we need not fear Elysium. But my gut knew nothing is ever so certain.
Well, yeah. The whole system only works if Lapis continues to act as administrator.
Instead, she lost her memories and started acting on her own.
Okay, so this is the cause.
Seemingly out of nowhere, Lapis stopped talking to me. My first suspicion was that something happened to her or Elysium. Not long after that, I received another unexpected visitor, the Supreme Leader. He expressed wanting my help in building a brave new world.
And just like that, the pieces are falling into place.
Indeed, our foe is becoming quite clear.
So our foe is a construction of the Orbital Network, which has built Reen, Rufus, and the others into machines to emulate them to work out.
I knew
their
Elysium was
ideals.
being utilized from that very conversation. I told him I would consider it. Afterwards, I shared all I knew with Dieter and Garcia here to devise a plan. I would be regarded with the most suspicion, so I would stay inside the prison while they would go and wait for a chance to outwit Elysium. They then accepted the Supreme Leader's offer and escaped from the prison with his help.
Okay, so that's the difference.
That brings us to the present.
So Garcia and Dieter are actually on the good side?
I'm glad you stuck to our side.
And well, that's everything I have to give. After that, I waited and hoped that someone seeking the truth would come. And while the odds seemed minuscule, I did hope you would come with them, Lapis.
Now, the conversation falls to you. Did this last part help fill in the blanks?
Yes, most of them. But the only thing I can think to add is toward the end of Ian's story. So what happened?
What happened to Elysium?
It was taken over.
What?
And this is where it's going to be fucking a schmelter,
What is
isn't
capable
it?
of taking over something of such immense power?
Do you know who's responsible? I wish I did. By the time I realized, I had been designated as a threat by Elysium and was about to be deleted from its systems. Before that happened, though, I performed one final predictive conditional convergence calculation so I could plan my next move.
So what did you do?
I removed myself from Elysium's system and transferred to Jorg Rosenberg. I expressed my goal to have him create a body for me to be delivered to the man who would take on the name C. To you, Rufus.
Then Swin and Nadia were charged with your prophetic task.
God, creepy doll.
Talk about playing the long con. LP was a real client the whole time.
But why be delivered to me?
I knew about your actions as Governor General from Orcus Tower's main computer.
So Elysium had its eye on me, I see.
I believed you to have exceptional capabilities, that you would stop at nothing to fix what was to come. Others would have taken the clear, long road, but not you. You were fine going off the beaten path. That made all the difference. Just look at how far we've come in such a short time. So, what do you know? I was right.
So you were.
So who is capable of taking over Elysium who also wanted this crisis to happen? I can't think of anyone who fits the bill.
Maybe Professor Novartis?
No,
We can rule him out.
that's not what
He
he's here
denied
for.
it when we last met, and I can't see what he has to gain from going this far.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
It seems we're still missing that final piece to the puzzle.
Yet we now have a full assessment of our current circumstances.
And we also know her to be at the center of it. So, Lapis, what do you want to do next?
Isn't that obvious? I want to find out who or what administrates Elysium now and remove their permissions. That way I can resolve this mess and everything can go back to normal. In fact, this is something I must do as Elysium's rightful administrator.
I see. Then that tells me what to do as well. Shizuku,
Yes?
I'll ensure you and Ian are seen to a safer location. But are you alright staying with him a little longer?
Of course I am. Good luck, Father.
Arios secretly
Thank
loves
you.
Ian.
That should do it then. As a representative of the Bracer Guild, I shall be accompanying you on the remainder of your journey.
So shall I. I can't walk away after hearing all of this. I'll see it through with you till the very end.
The Liberation Front, of course, going to be there
Good.
too.
That's just what I was hoping for.
Nice. After discussions were over, Ines and Ane arrived at the academy to meet with Jubilee. She explained the situation, her decision to help them, and they, of course, were only happy to wish her well and see her off.
Then we'll escort the two of them to safety and resume surveying the area.
Thank you.
I'm counting on you to take good care of them.
Certainly. It's our honor to be of service to the Divine Blade of Wind.
You're coming with, right, Mr. Wolf?
Indeed. I assured Lloyd and the others that we would meet again. And I am certain your paths will cross with theirs before long.
We already have, weirdly enough. We worked together to get through the doll studio.
I suppose we'll have to reach out to them at some point and give them an update on all we've learned.
Ian!
Is there something else I can help you with?
No, I just wanted to tell you before I forgot. Thank you.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. It was only right that I told you what I knew of Elysium.
That's not what I'm thanking you for. I'm thanking you for talking to me. It's because you shared your world with me that I was able to become who I am now.
Interesting.
I wouldn't even be on this journey right now if it weren't for you. So thank you.
Well, hearing that makes me very happy. It's good knowing that what I did held meaning.
I'd like to believe I've grown into someone who knows what the right choice is when faced with a moral dilemma. If that's so, I owe being able to do that to you, because my idea of the right choice was born from your kind heart. So don't be afraid to believe in yourself more.
Oh, Ian.
I couldn't hide it from you now, could I? For so long, I felt trapped between wondering if I'm doing the right thing or if I'm making another terrible mistake. My past is so filled with regrets that it's left me unable to trust I can do better for my future. But you're right, Lapis. Perhaps it's time I put a little faith in myself again.
Perhaps.
I can't do anything for the past, but there's still so much I can do to provide for a warm future.
That's right. So let's make it happen.
That sounds like...
The Arcuses are online.
What is it, Ren?
Someone must have disabled whatever was jamming communications in the region.
That's it then.
Indeed. It won't be much longer until the final act begins.
Elysium ended. Right. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time, where we'll take on the next part, which I think converges all of the routes. So I'm not going to press proceed now, but I'll see you guys then. Peace.